Hey everybody, welcome back to another InterSleuths. Well, that's normally where I say live stream, and this normally would be a live stream, but it is currently 3:24 in the morning. The patch notes for today's Market Square update just dropped at 3:10 a.m. Central Standard Time, and I'm getting ready to go to bed so I can wake up so we can do some gameplay on this when the servers come back up in a couple hours. But I wanted to get this video out and I wanted to get it scheduled so that way people who are wanting to stay up to date on these patch notes will be able to. So we normally do these as live streams so we can talk about this stuff with everybody, and we will be talking about it on stream as well. We'll go over all of these things while we're doing gameplay, which will be coming shortly after this goes live, but I didn't want to do two live streams in one day and cut them up in order to have them be organized well. So I'm just going to put this in as a video into the playlist of PaxCast. PaxCast is normally a live podcast, but this one will not be live, unfortunately. We will, again, though, be talking about all of these updates, all these patch notes from this update in my stream that's going to follow a little bit later. So if you're seeing this, we're going to be doing another stream a little bit later, playing Market Square. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be killing all kinds of stuff, but let's go over the patch notes and see what this has in store for us. Now, these patch notes are huge. Now, today is December 13th, 2024. Again, it is 3:25 a.m. The patch notes just dropped 3:10 a.m. Really quick before I get into this stuff, we're doing a giveaway this month. If you want to win a copy of PAX Day for yourself or a friend or a family member, all you guys have to do is be subscribed to the channel, leave comments down below on this video or any other video or any of my other uploads, and every comment you leave gets you an entry. You can only get one entry per video. If you guys want to join our community, you can join the Cheeky Buggers United Community Discord server by clicking that button down in the description box there. If you'd like to join our clan, the Order of the Blood Brothers, or submit an application to be verified for this CBU for the Cheeky Buggers United, you could do that over on our website, which is www.cheekybugger.net. We get a bunch of applications at times like this when big patches come in, so you got to bear with us as we work through those applications. Make sure you check back often. If your application is marked pending, you can turn on notifications, and if you're marked pending, you'll get a reply from us, and that means you have to get in touch with us over on Discord. Huge shout out to all of my supporters, all of my channel members. Again, if you guys would like to join to support the channel, click that join button down below. I'd greatly appreciate it. But let's get into these patch notes here. We're not going to waste any time on this because I need to go to bed so we can get up to stream, and there is a crap ton in these patch notes. It starts off new features, gold, and markets. We're going to be going rapid fire on these guys. This is going to be PaxCast on fire. You can now obtain gold in-game. We know we're going to be getting gold. These come from humanoids. It says kill some humanoid NPCs and check what they drop. So I like that. It's a little open-ended. It gives us some exploration. We're going to be killing every single thing in the game will die today. Pretty much every single thing will die today, and we will find out exactly what's going on. You guys will be able to tune into that live stream later and check it with us. Gold operates as a new ethereal currency represented only in the UI. So it's not a physical currency. It's just a UI element. When you receive gold, the system adds it to your wallet in your inventory. So it's not a physical thing. It's just added into your wallet. They call it an ethereal currency. It's just pretty much represented as a number inside of your character's inventory. When you receive gold, the system adds it to your wallet in your inventory. You can transfer gold from your wallet to any chest where it also appears as in a wallet. So when you put gold from your character into a chest, it will also show up as if it's in a wallet in the chest. There's probably a spot on the chest that says, like, this is how much gold is being stored in this chest. Your gold balance is unaffected by your avatar's death and cannot be looted in PvP, so you're not going to be able to steal gold from people currently. I think that's going to be coming in with probably the church system, maybe the knights and the soldier roles and stuff like that at a later time, maybe potentially. I don't know. We'll actually have to wait and see. Market stalls. You can build market stalls to sell and buy items for gold. Market stalls are available at carpentry level 5, so not very high, pretty easy to get to that. The recipe will appear in the crafter's list. Each market stall has a maximum capacity of active sell orders. Currently, the limit is at 120 per stall. We knew this before. You can basically have 120 things for sale inside your market. Permissions. Currently, only the market stall owner can change them. So only whoever owns the stall can change the permissions. You can set the following permissions to determine who can sell goods at your market stall. So if you own a market and you put it on someone else's property, you own that market, and you can change the permissions to allow public, clan elders, and clan eldermen to be able to sell things at your market. This is not to buy stuff. This is just to be able to sell it. So if you're looking to allow your clan to be able to sell stuff at this public, not really public, but at this clan community market stall, you could just set it to clan or elders or aldermen. I do expect a lot of these permissions, the entire permission system, to be fleshed out a little further in the future. Actions you can't change the permissions for. Everyone can purchase from any market stall currently. They have intentions to change that in the future to allow you to be able to adjust who's going to actually be able to purchase from you. An order can be canceled by the seller, the market stall owner, and the plot owner. Or the plot owner, rather. So either one of those people, if you're the property owner, you can cancel orders. If you are the market stall owner, you can cancel orders. Or if you're the seller, you can cancel that order. Essentially, how this will work is if I have a plot and I put it on your property and I set it to public, anybody in the public can come and sell at that stall, even though it's on your property. And then they have authority over their posts. I have authority over my posts, and you have authority over your posts, because that's just how the permission system is going to work. It's basically shared 3 different ways. So let's see what else here. You can't change permissions for crafting a sell order currently. Put an item or stack of items in your inventory on sale and give it a gold price. Each sell order size corresponds to 1 inventory slot. So essentially, if you take a stack, you can essentially put up for sale 120 full stacks of items. Now, if an item doesn't stack, it'll still take a slot. So like a weapon that doesn't actually stack at all, it's going to still consume 1 slot of your 120 that you have available. Even though, again, it's not a stack of items, but it still consumes 1 slot. You can have 120 things per stall. Crafting a sell order comes at a brokerage fee, which is a gold charge. So unfortunately, they're going forward with the tax or the fee. I don't know who you're paying a brokerage fee to. You own the land. You own the item. You own the stall. It's somebody coming to your garage sale essentially, but apparently it's a gold sink. It makes sense from a mechanic standpoint, but you cannot make it make sense. You cannot make it make sense to me from a RP standpoint. Like Tremin is 100% ours pretty much for all intents and purposes. The Order of the Blood Brothers runs Tremin. It doesn't make sense to me why I need to pay a fee in order to sell something. So what might end up actually happening is people may just sell stuff privately. They'll just take an item and say, hey, I'll give this to you for 100 gold, put a chest down, set it to whoever you're going to be trading with, and then people will put gold in the chest. You'll take the gold out. You'll put the item in. They'll take the item out. You can get around the brokerage fee, so I don't know why they're even bothering with it, because you could just do person-to-person transactions, I'm assuming, with this gold by allowing people into the chests where you can then store the gold. I don't know if you'll be able to drop the gold on the ground because it's an ethereal item. And I think they're trying to prevent people from circumventing this brokerage fee, but very easy to do. Just sell stuff, put the money in the chest, put the item in the chest. Just like we're trading and bartering right now anyways, you can get around that fee, no problem. This can only be done if the market stall is not at full capacity. The player can't afford the brokerage fee. The player can afford the brokerage fee, and the player has the sell permission. So essentially, all 3 of those things need to be true in order for you to be able to sell something there. So if the market stall's at capacity, you can't put something up for sale. If the person cannot afford the brokerage fee, which again, I mean, it's dumb. They need to just reconsider that. They won't be able to put it up for sale, obviously. And the player must have sell permissions. Once created, each sell order shows the item, the stack size, the seller name, and the price. Hopefully when it shows the item, you're able to see that it is actually damaged, because you can sell things with less than pristine durability. It says right here, items with less than 100% durability and lifetime can still be sold. The buyer can see the durability state of an item in the details panel. Hopefully that's front and center because I don't want people to get burnt. I don't want new players to see like, oh, look at this crazy magic item and it has like one hit left in it. Hopefully it's front and center for the buyer to be able to distinguish and tell is exactly how much durability it has without having to really dig for it or, get confused. Let's see what else is on here. Market stalls don't yet have detailed filters or sorting options, but you can use the text search to filter items by name or by the seller's name. Because again, multiple sellers can use the same stall. You can also use a quick filter for a single item type by hovering over the item or sell order and pressing the input displayed by the filter by item. This option automatically sets the item's name into the text search filter, so it's an easy way for you to be able to, narrow it down a little bit there. Purchasing an item. Anyone can browse a market stall and purchase items from it. You can, again, that's going to change in the future according to what they've said. You can only purchase an item when you have available inventory space and are carrying enough gold to afford it. Upon purchase, gold is immediately transferred to the seller's avatar's wallet. Interesting. Okay, so it doesn't get held in the table. It goes directly into the person who sold it. It goes right into their wallet. The reason they probably did this was because a couple of reasons, but it's probably because the market stalls, if the money was stored in the stall, there's a lot of different things that would trickle down from that. If the person tries to remove the stall, to move it somewhere else, and it has money in it, they wouldn't be able to pick it up unless the money was taken out, which then you could just leave money in it and the person would never be able to take their stall up. There's a lot of different issues that would go along with that they would have to find unique solutions to. So that's probably why they're just ending up making the money go straight into your avatar's wallet. Upon canceling an order, canceled orders can only be canceled by the seller, the market stall owner, or the plot owner. And I believe they said that whoever cancels the order actually gets the item. I think your deposit is lost, but they get the item. So you kind of still have to, it's still a trust thing, right? You're not going to really be using public stalls because people can just steal your items. You can only cancel an order if you have free inventory space to withdraw it. Canceling an order withdraws the item from the stall and places it in the inventory of the player who cancels it. As with the permissions on your plot, you must trust the people you work with. So again, if you put something up for sale in my plot and I cancel the order, I get the item. It's as simple as that. So you really have to, there is trust there. For now. Hopefully in the future they can get the permissions ironed out to where they, flow a little bit better, but we'll see. When an order is canceled, the fee spent upon creation is lost. So keep that in mind as well. If it's a big fee because you're selling a big item, you will lose that fee. Market stall notifications. So now here's a bunch of information about the notifications for these stalls. When your sell an order, when your sell order is filled out, you receive the gold immediately into your wallet. The initial release of the market stall doesn't give you a visual notification when you sell a good. Your gold wallet updates and gold is transferred to it. We'll be working on clear notifications for this and the market log, which we saw in a previous episode of PaxCast, where you can review your active orders and your trade activities. So they're going to make that log and stuff. They're going to give you some notifications. That way it's like, you just sold, you got mail. You got mail. And then you sold an item. It'll pop up on screen, let you know all of that. When destroying a market stalls can only be destroyed if it has no active sell orders. The plot owner, the market stall owner, or the sell order owner must cancel any active orders to be able to destroy the market stall. So again, if you own the property, you can go ahead and cancel all the orders. If you own the stall, you can go ahead and cancel all the orders. And if you have orders in there, you can go ahead and cancel all of your orders. So if somebody really wants to move the stall or pick it up, they can just cancel all of your shit in there and boom, it's done. They can pick it up and move it however they see fit. Comes down to trust and the permission system. If a plot with a market stall is released and there is no plot owner anymore, only the market stall owner and the owners of the different sell orders can cancel the orders. So even if the plot is released, you will still retain authority over the stall if you are the stall's creator or the person who's putting the item up for sale, if you created the order. It doesn't just all of a sudden make it open to public so that public can cancel all the orders. That's not how it works. And I think that's a good move. I do think it's not a final solution because, again, I think a lot of this is going to need to be fleshed out as the permission system really comes online, but we'll see what they come up with in the future. This is just how it's going to work on its first iteration. If someone now places a plot on top of the market stall, they become the plot's owner and obtain rights to the market stall. This means they can empty it by canceling all the orders and getting all the items. Again, be careful with who you work with on the market stalls. So make sure that doesn't happen to you guys. Don't let that become a thing. Just be very careful with who you're working with. This now brings us into changes and fixes, and this is extremely extensive. There's a lot of stuff here, guys. I know I'm going fast, and again, we're going to talk about this all in a couple hours when I do my live stream, so just bear with me. I'm going to get this scheduled once I finish this. I'm recording this live. Well, it's not live, but I mean, I don't have a script. I'm just reading these patch notes, so this is almost like a PaxCast live. But then in a couple hours, we will be playing, and we're going to go over all of this with you guys again to make sure that we all understand. You guys can ask all of your questions, and I'll answer everything that you guys may have in terms of questions when it comes to this. So they go into gameplay now. A lot of stack sizes have been increased. The system for selecting interactable items, loot gatherables, and props is now more reliable when the items are stacked on top of each other. That's going to be really, really good for selecting interactables. It's going to make selecting chests and other things like that a lot easier to pick the correct one. The interaction range has also been slightly increased. Hopefully that's going to let us get to our chests up on the top shelves again. The unstuck ability can no longer be used during combat and now requires full stamina. We went over that earlier in the last episode of PaxCast, a little earlier today. Mining and tree chopping animations have been enhanced. I look forward to seeing that. That's going to be pretty cool. Clan names will now consistently appear below players' names in character templates. Oh, so that was a bug. Okay, I thought that was a feature they were trying to go with. So now it will actively show your clan name again. That's good. It must have been a side effect of the new nameplates. Combat balance and fixes. Projectiles can now penetrate water surfaces. Interesting. I wonder why that would be necessary. I mean, for PvP, sure, but like, I wonder where they're going with that. Is that just for mobs who get stuck in water? I mean, there might be more to that. Reduced forward momentum on all melee attacks by 10%. Okay, not bad. The stamina cost of blocking in PvP has been reduced, or PvE, excuse me, has been reduced. Base stamina regeneration is paused during blocking, but food and potion regeneration will continue. We talked about this before, actually. So when you're blocking, you don't get any of your, like, let's say you get one base regeneration of stamina per tick or whatever. When you're blocking, you don't get that one. But if you have food in your belly, that's giving you stamina of, let's say, 5 ticks per second, and you block with your shield, you won't get 6, you'll get 5. As soon as you stop blocking, you now have 6 regeneration again. Those are just random numbers, just for example. But then if you drink a potion, the potion will still regenerate through a shield wall as well. So keep that in mind. It's pretty good to know for blocking. The melee targeting has been improved to prioritize enemies nearby. We talked about this also in the last episode of PaxCast. I'm happy about this because it was like if a boar or something or a bear ran up to you while you're chopping a tree, you could not just kill the thing with the axe you had in your hand because you'd go to swing and it would re-chop down the tree again. And it's like, no, I'm trying to kill the boar that's goring me to death right now. So that's really good to see. It's going to prioritize targets or enemies. The melee aim assist slider has been removed from the game. The damage on all swords has been increased. I wish they gave us a percentage like they did for the movement reduced when stepping forward by 10%. I wish they gave us a percentage on this, but we'll find out. We'll see how much damage these swords are doing now, and we'll compare them to what they were doing before, and we'll keep you guys informed. Combat skills for one-handed and two-handed spears have been divided into hand spears and polearm categories. So there you go. You now have 2 things to get up for your weapon skills. I like that. I think that's a good move. Fixed an issue where one-handed spears incorrectly used polearm damage on the final combo chain. That's why they were doing so much damage, I think. That's interesting. The area of effect range on the two-handed mace special has been reduced, so they are nerfing the crackling mace quite a bit. It's super OP though, guys. I know it doesn't feel good when things get nerfed, but we have to be okay with them balancing things and bringing them down to where they should be, right? That's what we really ultimately need, is to get things balanced. Balance the damage output of maces and spears to better align with their utility. This is what I'm excited for. The Axe special now reduces target physical resistance by 20%, and it says it used to be a flat value. So now it's 20% of their physical resistance. The hurt proc effect has been adjusted to reduce stun duration, additional chance, and flat damage, application chance and flat damage. So the hurt proc, that's the stun. That's not a stun, that's the taunt, right? I think that's the taunt. The hurt proc effect has been adjusted to reduce stun duration. That sounds really confusing. So basically when you proc your hurt and you taunt, the target will have reduced stun duration on them, meaning they'll be less stunned. So they'll be pissed off and they will be stunned less. Application chance and flat damage. Interesting. I'm not sure exactly what that's going to translate to, but we'll find out. Spellcasting now correctly displays the spell icon and text on the NPC's nameplate. That'll be really nice to have. Fixed an issue where attempting to cast a spell on cooldown would prevent subsequent casts of the same slot. I wonder if this means if you're already casting something and you try to recast it, if you spam the button, if it won't keep interrupting you anymore, because that was kind of annoying. It did let you do some funny animations though. Enemies stuck attempting to, this is really good stuff right here. Enemies stuck attempting to path to their target will now teleport to a valid spot nearby their target. This is a temporary workaround to the dungeon exploit where enemies' movement is blocked so they can't reach their target. No more shield walls, no more standing on cliffs, no more standing on weird spots to kill bosses and farm and exploit and cheat and stuff like that. It's all going away. Super happy to see this. Good job, Mainframe, for patching that. This is really going to help when whenever we get another wipe, which will get all of those ill-gotten gains and all those cheesed items from Mez Fireball out of the game. This will really help to keep the economy balanced going forward. NPCs will now verify their teleport destination to prevent unintended teleportation. Fixed issues related to NPCs' disappearance, aggro, and pathfinding. So that's really good. Hope they'll be able to find you a little bit easier. Fixed over prediction of attacks against enemies moving near the player, where some hits would be considered being done from behind, ignoring the blocking mitigation. Okay, so it's basically going to be hit verifying now, showing that it's actually from the front or from the back. Fixed an exploit where it is possible to drop an item during combat and hide behind it to prevent receiving damage. Oh, that's new. That's interesting. Well, it's not new. Apparently it's in there, but now it's fixed. I didn't even know about that one. That brings us to some audio fixes here. Improved Inquisitor grunts and sounds when fighting in groups. Fixed the frequency of noises enemies make during idle. And some Discord stuff here. Added several clan and party events to broadcast to chat, e.g. new members joining, members leaving, and being kicked out. Added a settings menu to the general chat that allows players to filter what chat lobbies they see. That's going to be perfect. That's going to hopefully allow me to not have my private messages pop up on screen when I'm streaming. We'll find out though. Removed the Discord account name displayed in the chat under the player's character name. The Discord account name information is still available in the interaction menu when clicking on the party chat entry. So does that mean you can only see party members' Discord name now in chat as opposed to everybody's? Kind of an interesting take. Maybe it's a little bit of a privacy thing. Who knows? We'll see how that works out. Updated the Discord button texture and text, so they should not appear pixelated or blurry at different UI scales. That's nice quality of life thing right there. Tying up some loose ends. Fixed several issues with the direct message button usability. Fixed an issue where the friend request, clan invites, and party invites would also display to the requester. Fixed an issue where the nearby chat lobby might not appear in the general chat lobby selector. Fixed an issue where you couldn't direct message a player from the chat interaction menu after sending them a friend request. That's actually a really nice fix right there, because that could be frustrating for new players trying to find new friends in game. Fixed an issue where texts with a line break pasted in the chat would automatically be sent. Oh, I see. If there was a line break and you pasted it in, it would automatically send it. I did actually see that issue happen when we were out visiting Storm's Refuge. I noticed that actually happen in real time. Fixed an issue where successfully linking your account to Discord from the chat settings or the friends list wouldn't trigger a pop-up, so now you'll get proper notification of that. That brings us to the world section. Increase the size of skullcap resources for better visibility. I'm happy about that. Added a missing icon for green apples. I know some people were asking about that earlier in the last episode of PaxCast. Updated assets and icons for needs and gains reads and grain resources, excuse me. Again, it's 3:50 in the morning. Bear with me here. I just want to make sure I bring you guys this stuff as fast as possible. Updated the model and icon for green grapes. Fixed an issue preventing the placement of blast furnace or foundations on a flat surface. Corrected the 3D model of wrought iron bars when dropped on the ground. Addressed floating and clipping issues for decorative props in enemy camps. Fixed the smoke effect emitted by the alchemy tables. Nice. Hopefully that's going to help cut back on some particles on screen. Fixed lighting anomalies when entering and exiting water volumes in pre-dungeon catacombs. So probably the flashbang. You won't get flashbanged anymore, hopefully. Squared away some extra sound effects used to play when you interact with the map. Improved the visual appearance of the Petra Day. I'm really curious what they did to make the Petra Days look better. I'm really kind of curious. Character art. This is a new section here. Beards and mustaches can now be selected independently during character creation. Again, that's not really going to apply to pretty much anybody because we all have our characters already made, but it'll be nice when we eventually need to make a new character. Subtle adjustments have been made to avatars' faces. I'll be definitely checking that out. Additional body shape options and normal mapping have been implemented. Oh, interesting. So we're going to have different body shape options. We'll have to go through the character creator. Somebody remind me when we go to do the stream later to check out creating a new character, even though I'm not going to make a new character. I want to check it out though, so that way we can see these new options, because now we're going to have additional body shape options. Optimized several NPCs for better performance, adjusted some shaders and improved metal brightness, reduced excessive shininess on leather armor chest pieces, improved cape clipping behavior. I'm looking forward to that. Ensured the always covered body feature persists in the character's lobby. Oh, I see. So in the lobby, your character wasn't always quote unquote covered. Optimized texture scaling by removing dynamic bounding boxes for detailed textures. So hopefully we get some more crisp textures. I think that's what that might mean. Fixed an issue caused, not that the textures were bad, but anything to improve visuals, I'm all for. As long as we can have performance, right? This patch has been running pretty bad. So hopefully this one can increase its performance. Fixed an issue causing head transparency when wearing specific clothing. Corrected display issue with specific earring models. Now we're on to resources. We only got 3 more categories here. Some resources and animal spawn points have been updated. So again, they're shuffling around all these resources are being shuffled around every time they do one of these patches. When they touch these things, they're going to shuffle them around. So again, all your markers, they're all useless again now. And I'm okay with that. It makes a living, breathing world. Hopefully in the future, they can just make them dynamic spawns where they're going to spawn based on like parameters. But for right now, they're shuffling them by hand as far as I understand. Increased tree branch and stone density in starter areas. So you'll be able to find more branches and stones to be able to put down your plots with your hammers. Increased spawns for level 14 boars, level 24 bears, grapes, red onions, reeds, and pure iron deposits in the wildlands. So we'll definitely be checking that out. More bears and more pure iron, always a good thing. Adjusted meadow sweet to spawn more along the water in the grasslands and not all non-tree biomes in the home valley, and added it to the wetland biome in the wetlands. So again, they're moving around some of the resources here, and they adjusted the meadow sweet spawn locations to be fitting that new parameter. Ensured that all quarries in the world have minables that do spawn in them. That brings us down to some crafting changes here. They fixed an issue that caused the skinning skill to not always receive XP from looting animal corpses. I guess there was a bug where if the corpses were too close together, they wouldn't actually give you experience when you harvested them. So now that should hopefully be fixed. We'll be testing that out as well. Adjusted recipes for starter professions to align with the stack amounts for the ingredients. Fixed an issue that caused the map to no longer focus on the player's location in some cases. Fixed an issue where holding shift and double clicking G would move all items from your inventory to another. I thought that was a feature, but yeah, I did notice that several times, and I started to click it slower. I would not press G like GG really, really fast. I would do it slower, so that way I wouldn't shift them all in. But now apparently that's fixed. I didn't realize that was actually a bug. I thought it was a keybind feature. Fixed an issue with inventory where button prompts stacked vertically. So I guess that was like a UI thing. Updated recipe names for smithy signs to be more descriptive, so you could tell exactly what sign it is you're making now. Because I guess Pickle was saying that too. It was hard to tell what sign was which. Fixed an issue where items sometimes drop to the ground when moving them from one inventory slot to the hotbar. Fixed an issue that could sometimes cause craft all to stop functioning. That's good for like people who want to do AFK stuff. And then the last category here, we got 2 points of localization. The game is now localized in French and German. Open the settings, general, and pick a language in the drop-down menu. You won't need to restart the game. You can post feedback on our Discord channel dedicated to French, and it's not live yet, or German, and it's not live yet. They do want feedback on those localizations. So if something doesn't really read quite right, send them a ticket in and help them get that stuff dialed in. So that way French and German speaking individuals can have a better time playing the game. And hopefully they bring some more localizations in the future to help bring the game to a wider audience. Those are your patch notes, though. I know it's a lot of stuff. I'm going to have that up when we start doing our stream again and later today. And we're going to go over all of these things. But this is what's coming with the part 1 of the Market Square update. There's going to be a part 2 coming sometime, hopefully in January. They have said that they're working hard on getting the Grace and whatever else is going to come in part 2 ready in January. So we really don't have that much longer to wait for part 2 of this. The patch notes and the patch cycles are picking up quite fast. I hoped that they were going to release these patch notes yesterday with the update telling us some of the stuff, but nevertheless, at least they did give us what they gave us yesterday, so we were able to do an episode of PaxCast. But I hope you guys enjoy this quick little snapshot here. Again, sorry it's not a full-blown stream or live stream where we get to interact with each other, but don't let that stop you from helping us reach our 1,000 subscriber goal, which we have up in the top left corner there. We're at 950. We're only 50 subs away from scheduling our 24-hour subathon. It's going to be absolute insanity, guys. It's going to start off with some time on the clock, and then you guys can extend it by interacting with Tangia, gifting memberships, all kinds of stuff like that. We'll extend that clock, and we'll probably reach the 24-hour mark very, very easily. But I don't know if I'll be able to make it to 24 hours. We'll see. I'll do my best. I really will. And we're going to have fun doing it anyways. We're going to play all kinds of games together. And just have some fun. We're going to start off with some PAX Day and stuff, but that's not going to happen until we post until we reach 1,000 subscribers and we post the update video talking about when that'll be happening. I'll schedule that. Congratulations to Hawk214. They have successfully claimed a free copy of PAX Day. Hawk, congratulations. We're going to be doing another giveaway this month as well. So if you want a chance to win yet another copy of PAX Day, please consider subscribing to the channel. Leave comments on all of my uploads to gain more and more entries. And if you guys would like to join us, again, like I said, 30 this is a 35-minute video. If you guys would like to join our community, you can click that join button somewhere down below. There's a link. No, the join button's for becoming a channel member. I'm deliriously tired. Don't mind me. But if you want to join the community, you can click the link for the Discord down below. Join the Cheeky Buggers United. Submit your applications if you guys want to join the Order of the Blood Brothers. Very large clan, over 220 registered members, many, many, many active members. We do all kinds of fun stuff together in the game and other games as well. So please consider submitting an application over on our website, which is www.cheekybugger.net. And I'd really love to hang out with you guys and have some fun. We're all about building community here. First and foremost, we are a community, and that's what we like to build up. The only thing that really matters during this early access phase, guys, is making friends, building community, and testing things out and having fun with each other and the memories that we make along the way. We are building up an extremely rich library of lore that is going to persist for many years to come. And if you guys want to be a part of that, come and have fun with us. We have a lot of people that we're going to be reaching out to set up different events and things. Here in the near future, we're going to do the Festival of Realms, the Winter Edition, the Winter Solstice Edition, which is going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you keep your eyes on our Discord server for any events that are going to be upcoming. It's going to be a blast. We have a lot of cool things planned. We have a lot of role play and lore videos coming out as well. I'm kind of swamped with things to edit and get uploaded. I'm doing my best here to scramble to keep up with all the news and everything. There's a lot of events going on in different games as well, but I'm doing my best, guys. I'm gonna go get a couple hours of sleep, and then I'll see you guys in a little bit, and we're gonna do the Market Square update stream extravaganza. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be hanging out with a bunch of people in game. We're going to go and kill absolutely everything in game and see what we can get some gold from. We're going to mess around with these market stalls and have some fun, guys. It's going to be pretty cool to see how this economy is going to evolve over the next several months. But that brings us to a close. Normally, these things take hours and hours and hours because I'm chatting with you guys and you're giving us 2 cents on each and every single one of these bullet points. We will be doing that again in the future. This one, again, I just had to do a nice little quick video here before I went to bed. Then I'm going to get this edited and uploaded with my intro and outro on the end of it. And then later, we're going to be doing a full-fledged stream. So keep your questions ready and let me know over on my live stream what you guys think about each one of these bullet points. I really want to hear from you guys. And again, if this is your first time here, do not be shy. Hop down in the comments section, join my next live stream, and make your voice heard. But that's going to do it for me, guys. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.